Okay, hello PointPay family and the new viewers. So you're watching the second part of our April AMA series, and today we'll talk about, I will discuss the recent releases, updates, and the changes in our platform. And today I would like to talk about our long-awaited P2P release and multilingual support for both the Web3 terminal as well as our mobile app widgets. And as always, with me is Diana. Hello, Diana.
Hello, everyone.
So yes, yet again, Diana was kind enough to collect all of your questions. She's assisting me today, and she'll ask me some of those questions in the end. And thank you very much, Diana, yet again. So at the end, after all of the updates, I will be answering some of your questions that were submitted through the special Google form, and our team selects the best and the most interesting questions from all those received. But even if your question was not included in this video, it doesn't mean that it will not appear in the next one. So we keep track of all of them, and it might come back. We might come back to it a bit later. So I think that wraps up the introduction. So let's move on to the first topic of today, the P2P trading. So for just over a week now, so P2P trading has been, sorry, for just over a week, P2P trading became available on PointPay. So it was released right before the first AMA video on April 29th. But by that time, everything had already been recorded, so I simply could not skip talking about our major release, which was the futures market, which we were preparing for almost a year. So this topic has been moved to this episode. So right now, any of you can go on the PointPay website and open the app and find the P2P trading section there. And the platform was already fully ready and functional, so you can start trading immediately. Sorry, let me just take a sip. So let me clarify right away. So P2P was not meant to replace any of the existing trading methods on PointPay, there we already obviously have quite a few, which is the buy crypto spot, futures trading, the DEX spot, the DEX futures. So on the contrary, it is in addition to the overall entire PointPay ecosystem, opening up new opportunities and alternatives for you. So in general, P2P offers exactly what you would expect: direct trading with other market participants. You can create your own offers or use the existing ones created by other traders. Two currencies, defined terms, and a payment method. And if everything kind of suits you there, so proceed with the trade. If not, find another offer or create your own. So yeah. In all of this, PointPay obviously acts as an intermediary platform where you can post and discover offers, and also we do our best to ensure the maximum transparency, reliability, and the fairness between the participants. However, you should always remain cautious and pay attention to the rating of the other parties, and if it is low, obviously approach the deal with some extra care. So speaking of ratings, we have two key indicators which kind of every participant has them, and you can evaluate each other after completing the trade. So these are 1 to 5 ratings, which shows you kind of it helps others to avoid problematic participants, as well as the completion rate, which allows you to kind of show how responsibly the other party approaches the transactions. And I obviously strongly encourage every one of you to always rate other trades, so not skip that section. That obviously helps others in the future, and it is also important so others can confirm the reliability and avoid certain users. So remember, you will also be rated, so obviously also take things very seriously. If you don't want to fall behind on the marketplace, be very polite, do things on time. It's easy, and try not to scam people. Speaking of trades, so it is also worth mentioning the conditions available on our platform. Right now, you can buy and sell using 7 different fiat currencies with over 100 banks worldwide. This is already a solid list, I think, and we will continue to expand it gradually and adding more and more options. So what else could be said about the P2P? So in addition to trading, convenience search and the kind of the multiple payment options and more, we offer useful features like transactions history and obviously the 0% trading fees. So yeah, we charge 0% trading fees like other platforms. However, when participating in a deal, you pay a fixed fee instead of a percentage, which is just $1. So, for $1,000 transaction, that would be like absolutely minimal. But obviously, if you want to trade like some $10 or something, yeah, that's not very convenient for you, I think. So I would like to also remind you that we always have alternative trading options available. For example, we have the DEX for direct swaps, so it might not suit you in every single situation, but there is kind of no more kind of universal solution, if that makes sense. So by the way, speaking of DEXs, I would like to highlight that we have either already released or we're just about to release the multilingual functionality on Web3 platform. So we released it a couple of weeks ago, but it was only in English, and now I think they're uploading the kind of the last translations to it, so that would be fully multilingual, and it took our localization team a number of weeks to get everything ready. So this video is recorded slightly in advance, but I cannot say for certain when it will be live. So if you are from non-English speaking countries, and if you notice some mistakes on our website, do let us know. It really helps us, and we will love you very much for it. So what is multilingual support? So it's very simple. It means kind of translations into multiple languages. So just like the main platform, you will be able to choose from any of the available most popular languages like German, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and more. So yeah. So continuing with the topic of convenient, yet sometimes less noticeable updates in May, mobile widgets should become available. So widgets are like the mini versions of the app that displays certain information or perform certain functions. So we plan to introduce several widgets as a test and see how well they suit you on our app, and if we receive positive feedback, we will continue expanding the list of the available widgets. So at the moment we're finalizing the list of the test widgets, but I cannot exactly share which ones will be introduced for the release, but there will be obviously several, each designed to display kind of new types of information, and kind of I can talk about kind of technical and internal updates for and infrastructure improvements for ours, but yeah, it's probably not terribly interesting to you, but yes, we're doing quite a lot of work on the background as well. I think this is all that I wanted to say for now, and I think it's time to move on to the questions. So the floor is yours.
Sure. Let's start with the first question. Why does reaching futures user levels require USDT instead of PXP?
This was a fully deliberate and incredibly well considered decision. So initially we thought about creating unified levels, but that would have meant that we would have to increase the requirements on spot trading. So more bonuses obviously would mean higher requirements. This is generally how it works. So, for example, considering that futures is a very specific case compared to standard spot trading, so we would have had to significantly increase both trading volume requirements and the PXP holdings. So at the same time, users typically do not need both sets of bonuses all at once, if that makes sense. So that's why we decided to make the system more flexible with two separate sets of bonuses and requirements tailored to different usage styles on our platform. And this is the reason behind introducing the second user level system. Yeah. So as for USDT, it is the primary and the only currency of the futures market. To avoid kind of unnecessary complexity and not to reuse kind of PXP volume, we chose USDT instead, and all of the commissions are paid in USDT anyway, so we've decided to choose USDT as opposed to PXP. Yeah, for technical reasons as well.
The second question is, when will fiat deposits be available?
Okay, so at the moment the functionality is not fully planned. Initially, you can always use the stable coins, which I think effectively serve as a role of the fiat currencies, but kind of in crypto form. So I would recommend taking a look at our newly released P2P platform that I just talked about earlier. And you will find many offers to buy and sell stable coins and other assets using fiat. Obviously, alternatively, you can use the buy crypto feature on our website, where cryptocurrencies are also available for purchase and sale via bank payments and fiat currencies. So I personally think that there is not much practical value in storing fiat currencies directly on the platform. Most trading pairs are based on USDT or USDC. Staking and trading are kind of conducted in crypto. So yeah, I feel free to transition in any other currencies. I think it's a kind of non-existing issue, if that makes sense.
Okay, and the third and the last question is, when will we have integration with Pix, Brazil's payment system?
So at the moment, we're not actively searching for new payment providers, but based on our data, the current options already cover the vast majority of our users' needs. However, we are carefully negotiating with several providers, and their integration into PointPay is quite popular. But you have to check that. I think we have several Brazil-specific payment providers. We have Banxa and Mercurio, and I think one of them supports it. So you have to go and check. But I think Banxa supports Pix, because I think somebody asked me this question a very long time ago, and we specifically connected Banxa because of it. If you'll bear with, Banxa. Yeah, so we have Banxa, and Banxa supports Pix. So yeah. So Pix is support. So I'm on, so here we go. I'm on Banxa website. So Banxa was integrated into our platform less than a year ago. It was specifically one of those reasons. And yeah, I'm on Banxa website, and it says how to deposit via Pix, Brazil only, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, and there is a whole instruction there. So to answer your question, we have integration with Pix via Banksa. And I think when we were integrating Banksa, it was one of the reasons why we've integrated it, because I think it was one of the few who supported Pix. So yeah, I think that was the last question. Okay, guys. So if you are based in Miami and if you want to say hello to me, please drop me a line. CEO PointPay is my Telegram. If you have any more questions for me, use the Google form and I will answer them a bit later at the next AMA session. I think I'll be in a hotel as well, because I think I'm going to be possibly in either Krakow or Vilnius at a business meeting there. I can't remember the date, but I think I'm going to be there at the end of May. But yeah, anyways, this AMA session turned out to be a bit short, only 17, 16 minutes. I'm terribly sorry about that, but yes, I don't think we have that many updates apart from the futures trading. We do quite a lot of development work at the moment as well. Do have a look at our roadmap, so let's have a look at our roadmap together so I can fill some of the time. PointPay roadmap. So what are we planning to do? Okay, so marketing expansion, design improvements, that's what we're doing now. Trading tools for traders. So we're doing small balances into PXP conversion, something that I have promised for a very long time. So that will be released. We'll be expanding our futures trading. We are going to be doing like a parental control release that we have to do for kind of regulatory thing. That's in development. I know that's for sure. And yeah, apart from that, those are kind of our major updates that we're doing now. But obviously, the ecosystem is incredibly vast and incredibly complex, and we have to maintain it and obviously kind of improve our apps, improve our servers, improve our response times. So we constantly try to improve our system internally. We are adding more options, we're adding more currencies, we're making things faster on our platform, we're adding more countries, more payment providers. So those improvements are constantly happening across the board. But yes, you can have a look at our roadmap, which I've read out earlier. So what we are planning to do: marketing expansion, design improvements, trading new tools for traders, small balance conversions, and AI select feature. So what is it? Launch intelligent portfolio recommendations. Yes, I think they're doing that as well. But yeah, so there's going to be quite a lot of releases, but I think from now on we're going to be moving into a territory of kind of, in terms of big releases, I think we've released everything that was necessary. And now we are kind of in a territory of maintaining the overall ecosystem that we've managed to build, and to make it better, more scalable, kind of improving it internally, adding kind of new smaller features. But in terms of the big features, I think we're there. We have a Web3 terminal, we have DEX trading, we have futures trading, we have margin trading, we have spot trading, we have NFT platform, we have the prediction markets, we have all of the major payment providers. I think my BizDev people told me that we cover 95% of the market, even the PIX in Brazil. So yeah, I think all of the payment providers cover 95% of the market. So in terms of the ecosystem, we are fully there. And in terms of kind of the big releases, I don't think there is anything more to deliver. Just to improve the overall user experience and to improve the offers that we are able to provide, improve our marketing, obviously improve our marketing, improve our support functions across the board, but overall, I think, yeah, the ecosystem is kind of 95% complete, and afterwards, I think after the summer, we'll be moving towards less of an active development and more into kind of maintaining and scaling our business, if that makes sense. Um, so yes, thank you very much yet again, Diana, for collecting all of those questions. If your question wasn't answered, absolutely fine. Do submit it via the same form, and I'll try to. And I hope Diana will pick it out, and I'll try to answer this question at the next AMA session at the end of May. But yes, I'm in my traveling mode at the moment. I haven't been home for more than 5 days in April. But yeah, it is what it is. And I'm very much enjoying the conference in Las Vegas at the moment. By the time this video is released, I would have already finished the conference in Miami, so I'll probably tell you about it in at the end of May. But yes, thank you all very much. I've managed to filibuster and fill a couple of minutes to make it at least 20 minutes, which is great. So don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Press the bell button. Leave us a comment. Any comment will do. And thank you all very much. And I shall see you at the end of May, where I will be at a hotel somewhere in Eastern Europe. So thank you all very much, and have a wonderful weekend and have a wonderful day. Thank you.